Alright, so I finished a real mow on the grass. And it's time to get to servicing the cars, like it says on the thumbnail, I suppose you call it. I don't know. So already serviced the daughter Subaru. That was just a engine oil filter. But now we're on to the Hilux. It's my Hilux, Toyota Hilux, 2018 model. It is 2.8 litre diesel. Does have the DPF, which I will explain later on what that does and what it is. It's the main problem that these vehicles have, so I'll explain them, have a little bit of chat about that as I go in the process. But 101 service and basics. Basic service just involves engine oil, filter, the two main things that you do in a service. Dump the oil, change the oil filter. I do it every 5,000 kilometers on the Hilux. A couple reasons. It's a diesel, so they're a dirty engine. Generally what that means is you'll find you'll do a service or change the oil on a diesel. The oil will come out black, then you'll check it and it'll still be black. Main reason that is because the fuel on the diesel is just more of a contaminant than a petrol vehicle. That's the main reason. So, and as I said, they are dirtier, so that's why I've got a catch can on there to catch all the crap that comes out of the blow-by. It comes out of the engine, excessive blow-by that they do have, well, not excessive blow-by, but the blow-by that they do have runs such a thin oil that it blows out oil. You don't want that to go back into your exhaust system, which can clog up your DPF and inlet manifold. So anyway, let's get a crack on. Hey guys, welcome to Dad Vibes, where we do all things dad. I'll show you what we start off with. I've already had the Hilux, driven it down to the auto store, come back, warm the engine up. You want it nice and warmed up so that all the oil drains out. Chock the back wheel so it doesn't roll away on me when I jack it up. But the first thing we do is obviously check the lights, make sure they're all working. I know all the lights are working, so it's all good. I don't know if the mic's doing well or not because there's a little bit of wind, but see how it goes. First thing to do, check the air filter, check the drive belt to make sure there's no cracks in there. If that goes on here, that's going to be a pain in the ass in the middle of nowhere. The drive belt, what it mainly does is your power steering, aircon, alternator, charge your battery. Yeah, check the brake fluid. So I'll put you down, we'll do all that, and then I'll jack it up. And also the fuel filter. Do the fuel filter every 20,000 Ks. Permi Diesel again said, do it every 10,000 Ks, but I did it after 10,000 Ks and wasn't even dirty. So 20,000, I always use the same fuel. I'll also put diesel injector cleaner in it, just to make sure that it's all Mickey Mouse. That's what you got to do when you own diesel. Yeah, filter takes 2 seconds to take out. Very important component of the diesel. And petrol engines and diesel engines work different ways. The petrol engine has a spark plug, fuel, air, and obviously a piston that makes it work. But with a diesel, it doesn't have your spark plug, so it runs off heat on the engine within the engine to combust. So how a diesel engine works more so, if it gets rich, it starts working better, going better, but then the engine can blow up. And the petrol, if it leans out, it starts going better and it can blow up. So if you have a blocked air filter in a diesel, it might run a bit better, but it's probably going to blow your engine up. So air filter is more important in a diesel than a petrol, but still make sure it's nice and clean, not blocked. See, it's not even dirty. It's how often I service it. I'll show you the jacking point. Right in the middle there, that's where you want to jack up that the Hilux from. Most other cars are pretty similar. If not, you can use the seals on the side to get it up. That came down rather quick. Anyway, put those jacks down on the chassis rails. Let's get out in there and dump the oil. Ah man, gotta take the covers off. I've got the stones tray, let's get it off. There's that one off. There he is. Can you see? That's the sun plug. The oil filter is up there. Don't know if you can see it because it's tight, but we'll get it drained and get the oil filter off. Oil filter sucks because it's above the front diff, so all the oil leaks over the diff and the cross member and goes everywhere. So here's a trick: you can get some cardboard to direct the oil into the pan. Let's get done. 40mm socket with extension on a ratchet. Easiest way to get them undone. Little extension. While that drains, check out drive shaft, those boots, steer rack boot. There's the front diff. Probably not in focus, doesn't really matter. Also check the front wheels, which we will do now while it drains. Checking the steering play and up play. Also, while that's draining, as I said earlier, I service the Hilux every 5,000 Ks. Reason that is because they are a dirty engine. Toyota recommend every 10,000, but I'll do it every 5. Engine oil filter, nice and clean, not going to have any problems. On the other hand, the wife's car, Toyota RAV4, they get serviced every 15,000 Ks at the dealer, Toyota dealer. I'll do a 7,500 kilometre engine oil replacement. I usually do the oil filter as well because the oil that the dealership uses, I don't feel is really spot on. It's, you know, Penrite recommend a 0W, what is it, 0W20, well, not even that, hybrid's 0W16. So I generally use a 020 in it. I think the dealership, I've seen on their invoices, they use like a 530. So a bit suspicious about if they're, you know, what oil they're putting in. So, but the stuff I put in, as I said, is 0W20. Change the oil filter, make sure it's all clean. The reason I do that with the RAV4 is just simply because I'm a mechanic. I'm pretty pessimistic about it. I know it's probably the most important part of a whole car is the engine. If that goes, then you're completely screwed and there's a lot of money out of your pocket. So make sure you look after that, get it serviced every time. Yeah, I'll talk about the DPF as well. The DPF, which stands for Diesel Particular Filter. Toyota Hiluxes, Toyota actually had a class action against them in regards to it because they had so many problems. Basically what happens is it's on the exhaust system. They clog up with a lot of crap and then they can't breathe properly, clog up the engine, lights go off on the dash, and there's a lot of smoke out the back. Toyota have done recalls on them, so you know those DPF filters, they actually cost anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000, so they're pretty expensive part to replace. But Toyota sent me a letter basically saying that it's under warranty, they extended the warranty on it. So I know if I ever have any problems with that, the DPF, the Toyota will just fix it no matter what. You know, if I get stuck somewhere and it's got a problem, they'll free tow, give me a car. So yeah, but they're the only issues these ever really have is the DPF. Everything else is pretty good as long as you keep up to maintenance. So looks like their oil's done, so we'll plug that up and get the filter off. Now with these sub plugs, You can replace the washer. Probably a good idea too, but for me, they're good washers. I don't really ever have a problem with them. It's not leaking. Just use the old one. If you get a Toyota genuine filter, they'll provide you with a new washer. The sun plug, may as well replace it if it's a new one, but if you don't have one, don't stress too much. Unless it's totally screwed, I usually don't worry about it too much. Depending on what washer it is and what you're replacing, or what sun plug it is, will depend whether you really need to replace it or not. Well, I don't find Toyotas are too bad, so let's put it back in. Make sure you don't cross thread it and screw it all the way in, then tighten it up. Otherwise you're going to be in a world of pain. Make sure it's tight but not too tight. Let's get this puppy over to the oil footer. And diesels take a lot of oil. There's about 7 litres of oil in that. Try and loosen up this oil footer first, and then I'll go get some cardboard. Might not even bother, to be honest, and just get it because I can't go by getting that back up. Well, if you haven't seen one of these, this is the core. Basically, when you undo it, it tightens, undoes it. Pretty simple, really. Need a long extension for it. Get that oil footer. Yeah. That's not going to tighten up, is it? No, need my hand in there. Oh, let's watch this all go everywhere. Got the oil filter. Make sure you clean up where the oil filter is going to go back on. You don't want to leave any O-ring, probably old oil filter on there, otherwise you'll end up leaking, pissing out oil everywhere. That's good to go. Let's grab the other oil filter. Make sure you put some oil on the new O-ring with the new filter, just so it comes off easy next time. Otherwise they can stick on there if you don't. I've seen them leak too if you don't oil them up. So screw it back on, nice and tight, as tight as you can with the fingers. It's tight enough. You don't want to use that claw to do it back up, because otherwise you'll crush the new filter and may block it up a little bit. You don't want to do that. Just clean it all up now, make sure it's all nice and clean, no oil left over. Oh, yep, that's good, let's get it out. We check the tail shaft, check the rest of the exhaust system, check the brake hoses. I know that all that stuff's good, so I'm not really too worried about it. As I said, service it every 5,000 k's, so don't have to check all that stuff every 5,000. Let's get the car back down. Put that cover back on first. That better that time, didn't I? Anyway, let's put some oil in it. So these take a 0W30 standard. Can take a 530 if you want to thicken the oil up. Burma Diesel recommends you put a 540 because their experience is they need thicker oil. The thinner oil can play around with your DPF. I do have a catch can and whatnot, and I haven't had any troubles up to 75,000 Ks. So keep putting a 030 on it. I think I might put 530 in it after it gets 100,000 Ks. Wait and see. They take about 6.5 litres, 7 litres in this container. Be careful, you don't put it in too quick, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. Air locks and comes back out. do need a special oil for the DPF, so I get some good stuff. DPF compatible is what you're looking for. Just a cleaner oil. It's about 6.5. I don't need to check it because I know. Start it up, make sure the oil light goes off. Cover's gone. No oil light. Check the oil level. Make sure the wind doesn't blow my camera away. That's why I've been a bit funny with it. Now we are on a hill. That is about halfway. That's about right. So leave it there because I know we're on a little bit of a hill, so the reading isn't going to be perfect. The tire pressures. Right, tire pressures are done. Put them at about 40 psi, standard is about 34. I'll put them up to 40 because it seems to make the tyres wear a bit better. Saying that, I need a wheel limit. Front tyres are wearing the outer edges, scrubbing out. It's been like that since new, but anyway. Yeah, just got to do the lube sticker, 5,000 Ks, and that's it. Thanks for watching, Dad Vibes. Catch you next time.